What's up, and welcome to day 5. Congratulations, guys. You have gotten through the majority of this course. We've gotten through almost 5 days worth. So in summation, so far, what we have done, we have learned how to create brand clarity on what our brand represents to us. 2, we figured out who our ideal customer is. And 3, we've wrapped that up and created a magnetic brand to rope in and hook that ideal customer. On day 4, we talked about our logos and how we dress it up in our visual identity. Now, with day 5, we're going to be combining all that stuff together and building an engaging social media presence. Think about this. Social media is a vehicle. The brand that we've put together so far is going to be packaged up into this vehicle that we call social media, and that vehicle is going to be driven out to the masses. So we have created so far a great brand with a specific target audience and have a magnetic hook to it, and we've made it visually appealing. So all of that combined is going to be thrown into this vehicle that we have called social media, and with the social media, it's going to be driven out to the masses. This is a really exciting and a passionate part for me because I love social media, as it's a fantastic way to connect and grow businesses, because with my personal business, we've done well over $1 million generated from social media. So let's kick this thing off. Social media is your brand's digital storefront. Most businesses do not have a good game plan when it comes to social media. Most businesses post completely randomly. Today, we'll create a strategy and avoid that. So by the end of today, you'll know how to attract customers using social media. The power of social media for branding. Your brand needs visibility, and social media is free marketing. If you guys have ever heard of organic marketing, well, that's social media. People buy from brands they see consistently. And an example is how I grew my pressure washing business using Facebook groups. Before I even had any money to invest in advertising, I was able to post in social media Facebook groups targeting neighborhoods in my area. I recommend joining all these neighborhood pages that are relevant to your service area. You can do a lot of research on the market there, figure out what is a need, ask people questions of, hey, what service are you looking for? And then you can market your service. And with our area, there's a huge demand for pressure washing. So a lot of times these people will be posting, asking for recommendations. And by consistently putting yourself out there, you're going to be networked with people who are your target audience. And then by being in that target audience, they will then refer you out. So we were able to do probably $50,000 in the beginning of our business solely on word of mouth through these social media groups. And we'll discuss how to get into those groups and how to position yourself the right way and really take that brand that we've created so far and push it out for free in these groups. So if you're on social media, why is your social media not working? Are you posting randomly? Do you have no engagement? Do you have no sales? Are you selling too much instead of building trust? Remember, engagement first and sales second. What I see so many times is people just sell. And by doing so, people are thinking you're a spammer. The objective of social media is to inform, to educate, and to entertain people. You're here to connect and educate that potential target audience, that buyer, that ideal customer you have about your services and how you can help them. You're not over here trying to sell every second you can, because they're going to think you're a spammer. And that's the thing about social media. You start spamming and then you become invisible. Like we said, our entire objective of this whole course is to go from invisible to irresistible. So remember, engagement first, sales second. You want to choose the right platform for your business. Depending on what service you're in and where your customers are, pick what is the best social media platform to focus on. And I would recommend, if you're doing something, focus really well on being the best at that one platform before you start expanding out to everything. If you're new to the game, it's going to be important that you spend some time, you get familiar with, and then you create your identity on that platform. So let's break down the different platforms of choice, as well as give recommendations based upon what you can do. So for Instagram, it is a very visually friendly platform. People share videos via Reels. It's short, snippy content and a lot of pictures. So Instagram is going to be fantastic for your visual branding, your logo, what we discussed yesterday. We discussed the visual appearance. That's going to be huge on Instagram. So if we don't have a very visually appealing brand, we might want to go over yesterday's lesson and really work on creating video content, improving our logos, improving our styles, making that catchy. So when people are scrolling through Instagram, they're able to connect and see what we have and it gets their attention. So use Instagram for their visual branding and storytelling. We can go back to the other episode when we were talking about on day 3, crafting that magnetic brand message and understand that power of storytelling. That is something that's going to be huge on Instagram. You can tell the story and the journey of your day, talk about your employees, talk about the story of why you started your business, give customer testimonials. These are all basic examples of how to really excel on the Instagram platform. Now, Facebook, this is what we were talking about in the last slide. Community groups and local engagement. Facebook is become more of a platform where you can share into groups. It's more text form. You're connecting with the community. You're not necessarily posting as many videos and pictures as you are on Instagram, but you're getting into those neighborhood groups. You're connecting with your friends. You're getting to be that go-to guy in your community via these social media groups that you can be found on Facebook. Now, TikTok, think of it as a younger generation version of Instagram. We're going to be fast cut reels. We're going to be catchy, a lot of music, a lot of energy, and it's going to be fast visibility and a lot of virality potential. So you see guys, they go from no following to like 10,000 followers on TikTok because it's really easy to catch the algorithm and trends. LinkedIn is another one that's often overlooked. If you're in a business that deals a lot with business to business, whether it's services going to businesses or you're doing online products to businesses or legal services, LinkedIn is going to be your go-to. It's a B2B authority and it's all about networking. So for what we do with pressure washing, we use the B2B power to find decision makers within organizations, whether it be like facility directors, facility maintenance people. We are using it to find people and connect with people as ways to network into these groups and these organizations. And then lastly, if you maximize all these channels, it will save you thousands of dollars per year, not having to spend money in more paid forms of advertising. And the great thing about this is you're building that word of mouth, you're building that circle in social media, and you can really grow this a lot. So let's talk about the social media rule of thirds. This is a posting strategy that we recommend to post regularly. And like we said earlier, we want consistency. So this is a consistent posting strategy where we can guarantee you growth on social media. Number 1, value. We want to post tips, education, how-to content. This is great on these platforms such as Instagram, Facebook. Share this into your groups. Instagram, post it on your story. Do the storytelling. LinkedIn, make posts and stories about that as well on LinkedIn. Build that value so when people connect to you, they know you are the trusted source and the go-to. The second part, engagement. So this is going to be the behind the scenes, the polls, the questions. We're going to bring people behind the scenes of our business, break down a big job, break down what's going on, tell a story here, create a poll, create a questionnaire. And then the last third is going to be sales. This is where we make our offers, our testimonials, our promotions. Make sure there's a discount at the end of the month. Hey, we got a sale going on. We got a sale for this. We got a sale for that. But you don't want to post every single time that you have a sale. Remember, like we said, if we're posting too salesy, we're going to be labeled as spam. So we want to break it all down into thirds: value, engagement, and sales. So the know, like, and trust formula. This is a huge principle in sales. People buy from those that they know, they like, and they trust. So how we're going to apply this to social media is this. Step 1, know. We want to show up consistently so people recognize us. We want to be the go-to. When somebody goes to our social media pages, they see instantly what we do. Instantly we're the expert, and they show behind the scenes in our storytelling. So we're really creating that know factor. Like, we're relatable, engaging, and we're helpful. If there's community groups on Facebook and people are asking questions about pressure washing, we're not going into hook. We're not going into say, I can sell you, I can sell you, I can sell you. Give advice. Say, hey, this is what I recommend. My professional opinion is this. No questions. Nothing over your head. You're building value. You're engaging. You're creating a reputable connection to your community. You're being helpful. And third, trust. Provide value so they choose you over your competitors. If you're not providing value over the other guy, you're going to be a commodity and you're going to be a price war. Yes, there are price shoppers, but like what we were saying, when you go over the list of your ideal customer, a lot of times the price shopper isn't in that list. So we are speaking to our ideal customer, and they are probably in these groups, and they are probably looking and seeing, oh, this guy has been recommending this and that, and he's not asking for any sales. So I'm just going to reach out to him and have him do it for me. So those are the 3 steps of the know, like, and trust formula. Here's some content tips. Content that attracts customers without hard selling. Remember, social media is not for hard selling. You start selling hard, you get spammy, and then people don't listen to you anymore. You go from that irresistible brand to that invisible brand because people have tuned you out. So behind the scenes of your business is huge on social media. We do a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I got a shop, I got my son, I got my race car. I have people see behind the scenes my hobbies, my family, my team. That is what buys people in. They're seeing your company without being sold. So every post they see of you, they're following you because they want to. They're not following you because they need your service necessarily. Transformation posts too. Luckily with pressure washing, it's very satisfying. So we do a lot of transformation posts. A lot of viral content goes out on TikTok, goes out on Instagram, goes out on YouTube and Facebook as well. People are sitting at a desk in their boring job. They want to see something fun, refreshing. So they see a guy blasting away at dirt and grime on a house that's 50 years old. That's cool. That's fun. That is entertaining. We are showing how we bring boring old grime back to new life. And that is something very fun. And we post a ton of pictures and we get a ton of engagement because people love to see that. And then lastly, testimonials and case studies. We get a lot of Google reviews. We push reviews very heavily. And by doing so, we're able to share them on social media. So people don't necessarily believe words coming from my mouth, but they will believe it coming from a customer's mouth. So if you can get video reviews and video testimonials, that is huge. So here's a framework on posting. It's called Hook Story Offer. This is the secret to viral post. Step 1, the hook. Grab attention with an intriguing statement. Again, that 3-second principle that we talk about. We want to keep people on the hook. We want to engage them in the first 3 seconds. Whether it be our logo, whether it be the story we tell, whether it be the opening of our video, whether it be the scene of the video, we want to hook them in the first 3 seconds. And then step 2, we want to tell our story. We want to tell a relatable story via customer experience, success, and struggle. We want people to see that, hey, we are humans too, and connect with us on a personal level, because once they make that human-to-human personal connection, we are in their emotions. They're not here making a decision based upon data and lost in their mind. Like we were saying from the beginning, we want to pull people out of their thinking and out of their mind and into their heart and their decision-making. And then third, there's an offer. It's super important that there's a call to action. We always want to have a call to action to people. So that way you can give somebody a reason to move forward. Create an offer. And a call to action is like direct message me, comment below, or visit our website. We have more information. We want to give people a reason to move forward. So video is king in 2025. I have done tons of video over the years and it's been super successful to me. We've been able to convey our brand, tell our story, and create virality all because of video. If you're afraid to get in front of the camera, I highly recommend you start now. It's as easy as picking up a cell phone and shooting it like this. You're going to build that muscle and create that familiarity with video and create a bond with your audience, where instead of talking one-to-one, you're able to look into the camera and talk to hundreds of thousands, if not 1 million people. The video gets 10 times more engagement than just a single text post. And with short form videos, you got Reels, TikToks, you can cut it all down and repurpose video. So you shoot a long video and then you can edit it all down and then repurpose it on different platforms. So here's 5 social media post ideas for your brand. Number 1, share your customer success story. Post a time-lapse video of your work. Answer a common question in your industry. Show a day in the life and behind the scenes. And then create a poll or question to boost engagement. The power of consistency. Show up daily. Social media is about showing up daily. They want to put you in front of other people. Social media platforms, we are the customers. So the objective is to be interactive. It is to share and spread the word. It isn't to sit here inactively and not contribute or post anything. Our objective is to create relationships with people and create posting habits where people know every day at 2 p.m. this guy posts about this. Every Tuesday he posts about that. Every Wednesday he's doing something like here. So the algorithm will reward you with consistency. You want to post a minimum of 3 times a week, and it will push you out in front of more and more people. So you don't need to go viral. You just need to be consistent. And that's how I built trust with my local audience, by posting weekly, because they know, hey, they're going to get a post here and here and there. And the algorithm will reward you, and also know when you post one thing, you're not going to be seen by all of your friends. So the more posting, the better you're going to be. Now, if you want to have some tools, these are some tools I recommend for social media. That way you can save time. Canva. You want to design pro level posts easily. There's a lot of templates in Canva. We were talking about Canva yesterday in our video where we discussed logo creation and all that. Canva is a fantastic tool where you can upload your logos, your typography, upload your color scheme, and you can pretty much create templates based upon popular social media posting very affordably and very time efficient. And then there's one called later.com, schedule posts in advance. We recommend scheduling out our posts. So make posts in one day. Say you dedicate one day to make your posts and then you schedule them all out from there. And then CapCut. CapCut is a fantastic video editor for Reels and for TikToks. That's actually what we use to edit this video right now. All right, so we broke down social media. We went high level. We gave you some tips. We gave you some posting strategy. We talked about the different social media platforms. What we're gonna do is sum everything up, and then tomorrow we're gonna talk about how to convert social media followers into paying customers. That is a juicy one. So far, we have built the vehicle and we're putting it in front of the masses. We're working on our conversions next. So getting that engagement is great, but now it's time to turn those followers into buyers. Tomorrow is going to be a juicy one, so make sure you stay tuned and do your homework tonight and make sure you got all of your brand in alignment with all of these exercises and the workbooks that we provide after every single day. But tomorrow we're going to start getting fun, and this is where we're going to start making some money. So get ready, get excited. We're going to be covering marketing funnels and lead generation tomorrow. Get ready to learn how to attract ready-to-buy customers. We'll see you tomorrow.